Hey guys, we're back here with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Gedan Barai, okay, or how people say it in America, the lower block. Okay, people use it to block kicks and stuff, but it doesn't make any sense. Here you can see we're going to be talking about the different stances, the different types of like striking you can do with this block, different types and variations of the block with just the circular movement. Here you can see I'm doing this movement here. I don't really know what it means, but just an example of angle change and level change. Okay. Here you can see some different hand variations. Another thing we're going to talk about today. Okay. Here is another version of just a level change that you see in some kata or forms. Okay. Now, first thing I want to talk about is the pulling motion, the hikite that comes with it, right? Now, we're pulling something in and then going down. Okay. Now, I can see this as either pushing something away, pulling something down. Okay. But with the hikite, it's a little bit different because you're pulling something in at the same time. Okay. So maybe you could be trying to get an underhook and then sprawl. Or here, you could be trying to break the grip, right? You're trying to break the grip by pulling back the hikite and then running the arm through. Jam the arm. Okay. And this is a very circular movement. The hikite. Okay. Now here, kind of talking about the sprawling, cutting off the angle, getting off what some people call the center line, or just angling off, and then maybe even sprawling or putting hands down low, and then either just like pulling and pushing, or striking, which you wouldn't do with your hands down, but it's just an example. Okay. Now here you can see I'm doing some like really small ones. Okay. Now here I'm doing a big wide motion. There's a difference. Okay. And most katas I see, when you're doing a wide motion, that probably means that you're doing a really powerful thing to like either try to push or pull something. Usually it's in a throw. For the smaller ones, I see a lot more like maybe like just reaction, or maybe like sudden angle changes, more like a trip. Okay, like here for example, I'm angling off and I'm pulling to my left, and I'm trying to get them to trip over that front leg. I know it doesn't look like it from here, but that was my idea. Okay, and here that's you do when we get that underhook like we talked about last time, then we can use it, then we can drag somebody down. Sorry for getting so up close to the camera. I didn't see. See, we're here, we get the underhook, and we go and we drag them down with our Gedan Barai and our Hikite at the same time. Okay, now it wouldn't really look like that, but you get the idea. Okay, now here, so we're wrestling again. We have our underhook. Okay, now here's another way you can use it. You can stuff it into places and push things away. Okay, now that was me angling off, pushing the head away, or just like kind of sprawling-ish, kind of using that hikite motion. It could be with an open hand as well, and pushing off of it to create an opening for a single leg. Okay. Now, this is just a little insight I wanted to bring you guys. I cannot see this move for striking at all. It does not make any sense to me. I mean, it could make sense to me if I put it together, maybe, but right now it doesn't make any sense for striking. I can never see me putting my hand that low, even in MMA or sparring or any actual combat martial art. Only thing I'm going to see this move being used for is like really grappling, because of how low your hands are. Now here we have a throw, right? And my arms kind of do start kind of high, but this is more like a throw. Like, let's see, like you get like an ankle or something, you ankle pick. But this move right here, people say to throw. I kind of see it as more of like a, yeah, I would say throw actually. But it just depends on the way you look at it. Because you're picking up the leg. It's kind of like a high crotch. It's kind of like a high crotch. Because you're picking up the leg and then you're using the hikite to push away the head. And you can also sweep the leg as well. You see that in some kata forms. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to talk about are different hand configurations. Now here, we're hitting kind of a frame. Okay. Now that was just a little sequence I made up on the spot. I was framing off, shooting my underhook in the form of a hikite or a reverse punch. And then I was getting my unhook. And then as I was getting my underhook, I changed my angle and went for a Gedan Barai. Okay. Now here, this is another movie you see in kata a lot. This, for me, translated into me trying to stuff the head or get an underhook. Okay. You can also, I haven't come up with anything yet for that, but maybe getting some type of underhook or something with the block, but I don't think that's the thing. Just an idea. But pushing the head away with this move is also very effective. I tried it this week and I wrestled with it and it worked pretty well for sprawling. It just doesn't work close hand. Kinda gotta open your hand a little bit, and you need to be ready for the for when they shoot. Now, this is me kind of trying to reenact that, just trying to be ready. And if they shoot and you see it coming, you can predict that and you can just do a quick go behind. Okay. Now, here's me just showing that that crossing motion I was talking about, always crossing our arms. Okay, because that is very important. Now, this can mean transferring, like control things and stuff like that. Okay. Another thing I also just showed was that was kind of those snappy movements. Okay, this can mean a lot. Those usually mean framing or doing something suddenly. Okay. Now here I'm just showing framing. Those different types of movements just to show a concept. Okay. Now this move right here is where the big swoops come in. Okay. Now I want you to imagine you have an underhook. Okay. Here's from a different angle. We have an underhook. Okay. Now, there, I use the hikite as a reaching motion instead. Okay, went from an underhook to bypassing to using our hikite to go down low and bring our hand down low, and then picking up that leg. Now, I would say inwards, I mean, like, coming from the outside is better. Like, when you do, like, a double leg and you, like, reach in instead of going, like, on the inside of the leg. But I could see it being a valid strategy. Maybe if you were going to go for a high crotch or something. Okay. Another thing I've found, the only thing I've found for striking is a version of this in Rechiryu, and it's open hand, so it's not even the same thing. Okay. And that's really all I have for you guys today. Thanks for listening to the video. I hope you guys all have a great day, and train hard.